Was the controlled explosion.
And we were the only team that had kept filming, so which is why GB News had the scoop of the controlled explosion, complete with the atmospherics.
Yeah, Buckingham Palace confirmed, didn't they, that neither the King nor the Queen, or any of the royal family, in fact, were at the palace when the incident took place. Somebody who wasn't there, but I think you've got a little bit more information on this, haven't you? Rafe Heydel-Mankoo, great to see you.
Well, just more broadly on the security behind the scenes and what takes place.
Yeah.
Firstly, kudos to GB News for being the only ones to capture the drama as it unfurled. I think that was wonderful to see. But yeah, I mean, this just goes to show the myriad problems involved with something like this, and we should pay tribute to actually our police and security service. They get a lot of flack recently, the police, but actually when it comes to this sort of thing, Britain remains one of the top 3 countries with Israel and America in terms of security. And of course we're so experienced, having had the Platinum Jubilee, and then of course the funeral of the Queen, Operation London Bridge. Now the security code for this is Operation Golden Orb, and that involves hundreds of police being involved on a much shorter route actually than in 53 for the coronation, so easier to police in that manner. But hundreds of police lining the route, but also plainclothes officers will be mingling around all of the crowds as they go around. There'll be snipers around. There's a no-fly zone over London for this period, and there are airport-style security scanners also for crowds coming in, so people should be reassured. But behind the scenes also, and very interestingly, the police have been scouring social media, and they've got their list of Royal Obsessives, as they're called, and any of those who choose to come to London will have their own security officer tailing them during the actual process. And then also, interestingly, the police have been visiting convicted terrorists and telling them not to come to London for this event. And they've done that also during the Platinum Jubilee and the funeral. And that's actually more important now than ever because, of course, as we know, when Prince Harry published his book, Spare, he numbered the number of people that he killed, and he spoke very coldly about what it was to take a life. And Di Davies, the very experienced Royal Protection officer head for years, said that he hadn't been more scared for royal security for 25 years. So that adds an added
and of course, it's not just the British royal family that's on parade on Saturday. 30-odd heads of state, other European royalty, prime ministers. It's going to be a huge security nightmare.
I mean, this is the first time, actually, that foreign monarchs are coming to a coronation. Traditionally, foreign monarchs don't come, but they are coming en masse, either the heads of state or their crown princes, but also Emmanuel Macron from France, and, of course, the First Lady from America, and we know how strict the Americans are about their security. So it will be a very secure event.
Macron will be very glad to get away from France, because the streets are burning as we speak. They don't want to work to 64, poor things.
Yeah, can you imagine that? Yes.
Imagine.
Well, I just went and spoke to some of the crowd earlier. Lovely young Frenchman down there who was here for the coronation. I mean, we were saying this is still such an international draw, isn't it? In fact, I think we're going to look at our little French friend earlier. This was the conversation I was having down on the Mall just a moment ago. Right, let's have a little walk around here. Who else can we see? Hello, sir. You look like you're quite happy to talk to me.
Yes, I am French.
Brilliant. And what does this weekend mean, this coronation, do you think?
I don't very speak English, but I think so beautiful. I go to England for visit my aunt, and for the coronation.
Brilliant. Now that was only about half an hour ago or so, 40 minutes.
What a charmer he was too.
And actually there was space on the pavement then. There is no space on the pavement now, whatsoever.
You know what, when people say, oh, why do we need all of this and all the expense involved, you know, when we put our bid for the London 2012 Olympics, one of the selling points was the exposure that Britain and London would get from these Olympic Games. That cost billions and billions of pounds. But when William and Kate got married and when we had the Platinum Jubilee, we had more people watching that than the Olympic Games. So I think pound for pound, a very sound investment.
What is it? Isn't the estimate the royal family costs the average family 65p a year? It's absolutely peanuts.
Less than the price of a cup of tea, not at a Starbucks, definitely.
Yeah, quite. A lot less than a pint of milk, too.